Okay, hello everyone. I'm Johanna and today you are going to look at the real conditional. Here we have. But first, what's a conditional? Well, the conditional sentences express a choice and the possible consequences of that choice. Conditionals describe the result of a certain condition. That choice, that result, not the consequence. Conditionals offer endless possibilities for creative and imaginative expression. For example, if I drink too much coffee, I can sleep at night. No, that is true. No, in my situation, for me, that is true. Ice melts if you heat it, or when the sun goes down, it gets dark. Condition and the result of the condition. The conditionals are four, okay, are four. The zero conditional that we're gonna learn today, first conditional, second, third conditional, and also we can add the mixed conditional, no? The mixed conditional are the combination of the second and the third conditional. I know it's look like a lot of information to process, but by the end of this lesson, you feel a lot more confident with the real conditional. Okay, so don't worry. Let's begin with our explanation about the zero conditional. Here we have. How do we use the zero conditional? Really simple. The conditional type zero or zero conditional or real conditional is used to talk about general truth for us, scientific facts or things which always happen under certain conditions. Basically, when A happens, B happens. Condition and result, the choice and result. Really simple. For example, here, if you cross an international deadline, the time changes. No, for example, Peru has a different hour than Japan, no? In another country. If I wake up early, I go jogging. No, that is a general truth for me. The first one is a scientific fact. No? Here we have. Well, the real conditional sentences contain two parts, and all the conditionals have two parts. The if clause, okay, the if clause or condition plus the main clause or the result. The if clause or condition indicates that choice, no? And is expressed in present simple, no? In present tense. And the main clause or the result that indicates the consequence or possible consequence. Remember that the if clause or the condition is if plus a sentence is simple present. You need to remember the rules for simple present, of course. And the main clause or result is a sentence is simple present too. And here, be careful, note, you can use when instead of if. Okay, you can use instead of if, you can use when, and the meaning is not gonna change. Okay, don't worry, if or when. Here we have our first pattern. Okay, our first pattern. You can create a sentence, you can make a condition using first the if clause or the condition, and then the main clause or the result. For example, here, if the wind blows, if this sentence is a condition because it starts with if plus a sentence in simple present. No, wind is one thing, blows, no? if the wind blows, comma, now I need to write the main clause or the result. What is the result of this condition? Condition and the result. What is the result? The trees move. This is real because wind always move trees, right? This will never change. Here we have, note, there is a comma after if clause. No? This is the if clause, the condition, comma, then I write the result. The trees move. When this if clause is at the beginning, if I write first or I say first, my condition, I need to put a comma between the if clause and the main clause. Don't forget. Another example, okay, students, really simple. No? If you live eyes in the sun, my condition is this one. My condition starts always with if or when. Then my sentence in simple present. No, you live eyes in the sun, comma. My result, what is my result for this condition? It melts. And of course, that is true. This will never change. You are not going to get much ice, right? Here we have, you can move the clauses around, okay? You can change the order. Now you can start first with the main clause and then with the if clause, and there's no difference. Well, just a little difference, and you will see. Here we have the second pattern. The second pattern, you can start first with the main clause or the result plus the if clause or the condition. For example, you get wet. My sentence is simple present. Why this is my result? Look at this. My sentence doesn't start with if. My result, you get wet. What is my condition? The if clause, if you stand in the rain. Here we have, be careful, note that with this order, first the main clause and then the if clause, we don't use a comma between the clauses. No, this is the only difference. If you start first with the if clause and then the main clause, you need to put a comma between them. But if you start first with the main clause and then with the if clause, there's no need. Okay, we don't use a comma between the clauses. But the meaning doesn't change. Okay, the meaning is the same. And you get wet if you stand in the rain. No, this is general truth or a fact. If you don't have an umbrella, of course. Here we have another example, no, with the same pattern here. I don't sleep at night if I drink coffee after 3 a.m. No, and that is a general truth for me. No, remember here, if we start first with the main clause, we don't use a comma, not to separate the two parts. Main clause and if clause. The if clause comes first, remember, at a comma. If the main clause comes first, there's no need. So, you know, both ways are absolutely fine. Don't forget. Here we have some examples. Here, if you mix simple present, red and green, what is the result? You get brown, no? Of course. Water boils if you heat it to that amount of degrees, no? For example, if babies are hungry, they cry. Yes, of course, that happens. He always takes, no? Remember, simple present. She, he, we need to conjugate a verb. His umbrella when it rains, like this. I hope, students, this zero conditional or real conditional, it's clear for you. So thank you so much for paying attention.